cultivating fluids is important for anyone who's serious about their practice. First thing to know, every hour and a half, the fluid cycles through your spinal column. So your fluid goes in cycles. Every hour and a half, it circles through your spinal column. Then every 3 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, 3 days, 4 days, 7 days, 11 days, 14 days, 21 days, 28 days, and every 31 days is a really big cycle. The fluids that your main glands produce are more valuable than gold or money. They are life itself. And if you cultivate these fluids, you become extremely strong, mentally, physically, and spiritually. If you break cultivation, you weaken. In endocrinology, the main hormone produced by the pituitary gland is called the luteinizing hormone. There's a little chart where the luteinizing hormone goes down to the other hormones, to the other glands in the body, and it tells them what to do. To sum it up to you, if you're in a happy, confident state, your pituitary sends an electromagnetic chemical signal down through the other glands in the body, and it tells them to produce the hormones that are good. If you're stressed out, worried, fearful, the luteinizing hormone, the pituitary gland, sends a signal, an electrochemical signal down your spinal column to the other glands and says, look, we better store fat, we better burn muscle, we better prepare for an emergency because we're in fight-flight mode. All right? Now, the ancient Taoists would use code words. They would say the immortal elixir. They had all these names, the mud pill palace, for the fluids and the hormones and the spots in the body in which these electrochemical transmutations take place. So what you're doing is you're eating and living in such a way to where you're cultivating these chemicals and you're not wasting them. Now, a couple things that you definitely want to know. Within the last 10, 15 years, I'm not sure exactly when, but they discovered this chemical called telomerase, okay? The telomerase is a chemical within your cells that gets used up every time that the cells reproduce themselves. When your telomerase runs out, the cells can no longer reproduce themselves, and then you die. Now, thousands of years ago in Ayurveda, they had something called OHAs. OHAs is the life sap that's in each one of the cells. It's my understanding that the OHAs are directly correlated to the telomerase. So these cells also produce life sap. So just like your main 7 glands are producing hormones, the cells also produce chemicals as well. And you want to cultivate these. If you cultivate them for a period of time, you become very, very strong. If you have any questions, please let me know. Make sure to like, subscribe, share the wisdom, share the knowledge. That's what we're doing. We're sharing the wisdom, we're sharing the knowledge. It's free. It's the wisdom and the knowledge that alleviates the ignorance. The lack of knowledge is considered to be ignorance. Ignorance is not an offensive term. It shouldn't be like, oh, they called us ignorant. It's not like that. Ignorant means you don't know. Not a big deal. But when the knowledge is there for you to know, then you want to take the knowledge in. So you drink in the knowledge applied becomes wisdom. And the true wisdom alleviates the suffering, and the smarter you are, the longer and the happier your life can be. Long life, good health, namaste.